What if the sun disappeared tomorrow? Picture this. You wake up one morning and the sun is simply gone. No golden sunrise, no warmth on your skin, just darkness stretching endlessly across the sky. At first, it might not even feel real. For exactly 8 minutes and 20 seconds, sunlight would continue to reach Earth, the last rays of a star that no longer exists. But after those brief moments, everything changes. The sky turns black, the stars suddenly sharpen into view, and the warmth that sustained every living thing begins to fade. Day 1. The temperature doesn't collapse immediately. Earth still holds the heat stored in its atmosphere and oceans. People go outside, confused, staring up at the empty sky. Governments assure the world that scientists are working on solutions. Some believe it's just an eclipse, but deep down, panic spreads. Day 7. The average global temperature drops below freezing. Crops begin to fail. Solar panels stop working. Panic buying sweeps through every city. Nations start hoarding resources. Within a week, human civilization begins to fracture. Month 1. The oceans start to freeze on the surface. Only ships with nuclear power remain functional. Planes can no longer fly safely as freezing conditions disrupt engines. Food shortages spread rapidly. Without sunlight, photosynthesis halts. Forests wither, crops rot, and livestock begin to die. Humanity faces the first true wave of mass starvation. 6 months later, the surface temperature of Earth plummets to -80 degrees Celsius. Most of the planet is now covered in ice. Only small communities survive, clustered around geothermal vents, nuclear power plants, or artificial greenhouses powered by fusion and fission. Cities as we know them collapse into ruins. The population shrinks drastically. 1 year later, the oceans are sealed under kilometers of ice. The atmosphere itself begins to freeze, with nitrogen and oxygen turning into snow. Earth becomes a frozen wasteland, drifting silently in space. Entire species vanish. Only a handful of humans remain, clinging to underground shelters. But the darkness has another consequence. Without the sun's gravity, Earth is no longer held in orbit. Slowly, it begins to drift into the void of the Milky Way. The solar system unravels. Planets spiral away into darkness. Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, all become wandering worlds. The asteroid belt scatters. The delicate balance that held our cosmic home together is gone forever. And yet, life refuses to die completely. Deep in the ocean, hydrothermal vents still glow, fueled by Earth's inner heat. Around them, strange creatures, bacteria, tube worms, blind shrimp continue to thrive. In these alien environments, life goes on, indifferent to the sun's disappearance. For humanity, survival becomes the ultimate test. Could we build underground megacities powered by nuclear fusion to keep warm and grow food? Could we launch massive ships in search of another star? Or would civilization crumble into fragments, leaving only scattered survivors to tell the story of a planet that once had a sun? the most likely answer is grim. Within just a few generations, the vast majority of life on Earth would vanish. Civilization as we know it would end. But perhaps thousands of years later, as Earth drifts past another star, new life could emerge. A frozen planet could be reborn, given a second chance. So what if the sun disappeared tomorrow? It wouldn't just mean the end of daylight. It would mean the end of almost everything we know. Life, warmth, time itself. But in the depths of darkness, a question remains. Could humanity adapt, or would the story of Earth simply fade into silence?